Welcome. It's nice to have you here. I'm so glad you could come. This is going to be such an exciting day. I hope you enjoy it. I think you will.
The Misguided Idiot. The Misguided Idiot. The Misguided Idiot. It's the Misguided Idiot.
Middle fingers up in the air. Middle fingers up in the
Oh,
air. Middle fingers up in the
baby.
air.
What's going on? It's Misguided Idiot Podcast, episode something. Who cares? Does the episode really matter? I'm Naj Griffin. Change it for legal reasons. Happy Hanukkah! Happy Hanukkah! First day of Hanukkah. All the Jewish people out there. Congratulations. You got 8 crazy nights coming up, you know? Maybe you get a dreidel, spin it around, do your thing. I don't know, you know? It's the holidays, as they say. I mean, you wouldn't know it when you go out to the streets because the streets are dead here in Oregon. Nothing's open. Everyone's stuck inside. It's like prison with a good window. That's what it feels like right now. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm talking about. I got a COVID test. Dude, let me tell you about this COVID test. First off, not as bad as they say. Maybe the first ones, you know, maybe they've upgraded. Maybe I didn't get generation 1 COVID test, you know, where they were saying it feels like someone's like scraping your brains out. No, wasn't that bad. Just a little tiny thing. They stuck it up there, made you feel like you're going to sneeze a little bit. Kind of felt good, you know. I almost tipped the lady afterwards like she gave me a massage. And then it came back. Drum roll, please. Negative. No COVID. Just had a sore throat. Just had a little bit of a cold, all right? But the cold, no one gives a shit about that anymore. Cold, that's old ass news. Yeah, you get a cold nowadays, everyone's like, get over here. Spit in my mouth, I don't care. Get over here. You don't have COVID, yay. Remember when a cold meant something and was like, tell that guy to go fucking home from work. This guy's over there sneezing. He's got Kleenex all over his desk. It's disgusting. Now you just got a little cold. They're like, get your ass back to work. I don't care about the flu. Is it COVID? No? Oh, are your taste buds still intact? Do you have COVID toes? Is that still a thing? Haven't heard about it in months. But if you don't got it and you just got a cold, nobody cares anymore. You walk around having a negative COVID test on your phone within the last 72 hours. That's like having a brick of gold in your pocket on your iPhone, you know? You could just walk around, because if you see someone sneeze in the self-checkout line at your local grocery store, you might as well just throw a grapefruit at the back of their head, knock them out, send them away on the paddy wagon, okay? Because that guy's got COVID. But if you just turn around and be like, just the flu, I'm just grabbing some NyQuil, here it is, check it out. People are like, oh shit, let this man through, give him the key to the city. This guy's just got the cold. Who cares? It's amazing what you can do with a negative COVID test. You want to go to Hawaii? I should fly to Hawaii. Do I have the time? No. Am I getting on an airplane? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I still am, I'm up in the air on that one, because I feel kind of like an asshole if I get on an airplane, but at the same time, it's like, when am I going to start living? Am I just going to be stuck here in Portland, Oregon, as it burns to the ground in the rain? Or do I get on that plane and I fly to Houston like the rest of my family did to go see my niece? I don't know. I don't know what to do. Then again, I wasn't invited, so there's always that too, you know? Why didn't I get invited? No one even told me till like 4 days ago. And they're like, yeah, we're going to Houston. I was like, what? And then they're like, yeah, and then we're gonna go over to Disney World. And I was like, what? You're going to Texas and Florida? You rebels without a cause. But no one tells me until they need a ride to the airport. And guess what Daddy did? He said, no. If you're not letting me go to Harry Potter Land, or whatever the hell it's called, then guess what? I'm not giving you a ride at 3:30 in the morning to catch that early flight to Houston. Okay? Not... Mic cut. The mic cut out for a second. Jesus, what's going on around here? You know? What am I doing? What are we doing? I gotta check the mic levels really quick. This is ridiculous. You know, what are we doing? Anyways, we're all good. So I'm not going to Houston. You know, I'm gonna stay here in this boarded up city where Homeless people are running rampant through the streets like it's some college frat party. It's getting wild out there, people. It's weird. Oh, and I can't even go watch football at a Buffalo Wild Wings. Not that I would choose Buffalo Wild Wings first. I'm just so we have a little, so we can connect here. So you guys know what I'm talking about. What's happening, man? What is happening? When are we gonna? When do we get the same? When do we get the same rights as everyone else in Florida? You're gonna go to a stadium and watch football? Meanwhile, over here, if I touch my toes into a mom and pop bookstore, people wanna bring the guillotine back out like this is France in the medieval times? Get out of here. All I'm trying to do is get a book for Christmas. Because for some reason, that's what we're doing this year as a family. We're giving out books. Holy shit. If you would have told me as a child, guess what? When you're old, you think socks was bad enough? You think getting your grandma going to Kohl's or J.C. Penney back in the day and getting you a turtleneck you're never going to wear besides the following Christmas Eve at her house because your dad slaps you in the back of the head and says, put it on, grandma bought it for you, and we don't want her to feel bad? She's got to think, my mom would wash it probably 10, 12 times so it looks like I wore it, And then I got to be like, oh, I love this thing, grandma. No, it doesn't itch. No, I don't know why you got this fabric, why you bought me a wool turtleneck. Oh, it doesn't itch at all. This is great. Oh, yes. Thank you for the card. I'm going to go get some Taco Bell. Yeah, you thought getting those kind of gifts were bad? Try getting a book. A book of not even your choosing. It's secret. Secret Santa with a book. What? If I don't get a goddamn Playboy? Do they still make pornos? Like magazine porn? Like jugs? Is Hustler still a thing? Hustler was gross. That's a little too much for me. They would, If you've never seen a Hustler, well, do yourself a favor. You can probably find images on online and just type in Hustler 88. 1988 Hustler. And you'll see a lady with the biggest, hairiest bush. And then they're using forceps to open her up and they're taking a photo like it's elegant. No! Now Hugh Hefner, he had it right, He was classy. Taking pictures of hot ladies next to pools in silk robes. And then letting you know what they like to do on a Friday night when you unravel that centerfold pic. Oh, wow, Brittany from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, 24, 34C, 30-something inch waist. And she likes to spend her time with her grandma baking pies. I'm in love with this woman. That was a touch of class. If someone wants to give me a Playboy, go down memory lane. 1994, Jenny McCarthy. Oh, my God. Maybe it was 95. My brother bought me one after he was out of high school. I was 12. Maybe. I don't know how old I was. But, oh my God. I had a Jenny McCarthy centerfold one. I had that under my bed for years until a friend of mine who became an enemy of mine stole it from me on my birthday. I was nice enough to let this goddamn cocksucker in my house and spend the night, sleepover style. You and 10 of your best friends, your buds. Staying up throughout the entire night, eating cookie dough ice cream, maybe having a Totino's party pizza, because I like to get buck wild, Maybe we're sitting around, watching Pulp Fiction at 1 o'clock in the morning, giggling like a couple of school buds. I was going to say girls, but you know what? It's 2020. Get with it. What? Buds can't have a giggle? And then this guy has the balls. When he is shaking my hand as he leaves, maybe giving me a hug, saying, happy birthday, this was great. And then getting into his mom's Toyota Seneca. Maybe it was a Celica. Little did I know that in his JanSport backpack, he had stolen my most prized treasure. Did I know it was him? No. Did I have to basically do an O.J. Simpson trial and all 9 of my buddies that were at my house for the rest of the school year? And my birthday's in November, so it was a long trial, okay? I don't think I found out until Little League baseball season that next summer. And they're like, he took it. I won't rat you out on the podcast, but you know who you are. You know who you are. You probably still have that. You probably put it in a glass case. You took Jenny from me, dude. On my birthday. What kind of savage does that to a kid? But maybe I shouldn't look at it that way. Maybe I should look at it as I gave him the gift of greatness. I allowed him to flutter, open up his cocoon, become a man. Maybe that's how I should look at it. I changed that man's life forever. Now he's doing great things. You know, I see him like once every 3 years. I'll bump into him somewhere and be like, oh my God, let's catch up. That kind of crap where actually I really don't care because a man stole my entire life from me. Okay? I've never recovered, obviously. Could I go on eBay or something and probably find that and pay $7.95 for it? Probably. But I'm not gonna because I'm not a pervert like that anymore. You got this right here in your hand called Pornhub on your phone. You got everything you want. Kids don't even know the half of it. I've said it before, but kids don't even know the half of how hard it was to not only find a porno as a pubescent boy going through those times when every 7 minutes you're and you gotta take care of that somehow. Okay? You don't even know how hard it was to find a porno mag that you would keep somewhere hidden in your house. My one friend, he would take the heating vent in his room out, and then he would shove it up in there. Could it have caused a fire and burnt his whole house down? Maybe, but that's the risk you take as a young man to hide that prized possession. You're willing to risk burning down your parents' 5-year-old 3,000 square foot home that they worked their entire life to build. These are the life choices we make, though, as young boys, all right? You might go dumpster diving. See if someone's has the audacity to recycle one in there. You'll spend hours in there just flipping through pages of old newspapers and pissed on papers from the cat's litter box. Does it matter if you smell like ammonia? If you find that one sweet piece of Jugs magazine, you're good for the next 4 years. It's either that or you gotta go find some creepy old guy outside of a 7-Eleven to ask you if he'll buy you one. Do you know how weird that is in 2020 to say that? To say that I stood outside of a convenience store, me and my friends, with our allowance, hoping that some sick 55-year-old man who's going in to get himself some Marlboros and a pack of Bud Light to buy us a porno so that he can wrap around the sides and give it to us. Did I do that? Yeah. I'm a goddamn soldier, okay? I'm hard in the streets when it came to that. I would do it again. But if you tell a kid that nowadays, it's like, hey, I want you to walk down to your local convenience store, stand on the side of it by the ice, by the locked up ice, all right? And then when you see a guy who looks a little down on his luck, slip him a 10 spot and be like, you get me any porno mag, I don't even care what it is, as long as it fits the sexuality that I have, you can keep the change, bud. That's on me. Do you know how ridiculous that sounds now as an adult? Especially in today's times when kids can just get on their iPad and just, dink, I'll watch this chick on Twitch like I give a shit about what she's saying for 45 minutes, but her boobies are hanging out. Oh my God, if you would have told me that was the future, I would have seen if I could be frozen like Wesley Snipes in Demolition Man. Please bring me out in 2020. My God, I don't care if there's a pandemic. It's a 13-year-old's dream right now. My voice just cracked. I got so excited. Oh, kids don't know the half of it. My God. I remember one time, me and my friend, his name rhymes with Lamy. All right, maybe you can figure it out. Maybe you can't. I don't know. Do you do crossword puzzles? Who cares? We sat outside. We took the Max, which if you've never been to Portland, it's basically like the subway, the train, whatever. It goes around the town. We took it all the way into downtown. And we scoured every creepy, crappy downtown convenience store until we found the right one. I don't know how many packs of gum we bought that day. Just, checking out the place. Seeing if it was the right one. Seeing if they had the magazine rack with the black pieces of plastic over the front of it so you knew, ooh, this is a good one, We spent all day doing that until we found the right one. And then a guy took our money. Son of a bitch. I look back on it, hey, maybe he did need that double pack of menthol cigarettes more than we needed that. Maybe he was trying to teach us a life lesson. Maybe this guy was Mother Teresa in a different form. I don't know. But it was a waste of my goddamn time. Speaking of which, do they still... Oh my God. I need to fly on an airplane. I need to see if inside the, what's that place, like the Hudson News or whatever the hell it's called, in every airport where you can get magazines, do they still sell pornos in the... and who is buying a porno at the airport? That's disgusting. I've actually been on a plane when I was like 15 and I saw a guy and he was sitting there reading Playboy. Now, granted, I know Playboy isn't, that grotesque and it doesn't have as many pictures as you'd think, ladies. All right? But still, it does have some, and you're on a plane in the aisle seat, nonetheless. Not even have the decency to sit at the window where you can kind of block it, Everyone walking back and forth to take a piss, the lady that's holding the baby because the thing keeps crying, is seeing what you're reading, dude. You either have the biggest balls in the world or you are just flat out. You can't wait till you get home to buy that porno magazine in a disgusting convenience store like the rest of us. Okay? You gotta buy it at the Hudson News at Chicago O'Hare Airport on a Tuesday, 2 days before Thanksgiving while flights are packed. You're nasty, dude. What is the percentage of porn? How many of those monthly magazines just get recycled because no one buys them at an airport? Or maybe there's a dad out there who's just, he's very progressive back in the day, And when he took his business trips, that's when he brought his children back, his boys back, as the gift from that city. He's like, here you go, guys. No, I didn't get a snow globe from New York City, but I did bring you this Playboy. Kids don't even know the struggle nowadays. Sports Illustrated, swim. I had so much other shit I was going to talk about today, but you know what? This takes the cake right now, all right? I got to talk about this. It's real. Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition back in the dizzy, back in the day. As a kid, as a young, straight boy who spent a lot of time in the shower, if you know what I mean, we waited months for that to come out. And now, they got 60-year-old women modeling in that. If I was a 14-year-old boy and you showed me a 60-year-old woman, I'd be like, where the fuck is Tyra Banks? Is Kathy Ireland not gracing us on the pages this year? I gotta look at my grandma and lie to ourselves that we would rather have that than that smoking hot gift from the gods? Look, I'm all for making people feel great, and I'm not against bigger people. I'm not against older women who like to show it off. You show me a picture of Heather Graham, Sandra Bullock, okay, you know, Halle Berry, yum yum chocolate chip honey dip. You give me some Vivica A. Fox, I'm in. You know what? Pam Grier, I'll still take it. All right? I'm not against it. I'll eat Goldie Hawn, beautiful. All right? But when I'm a 13-year-old boy, you think I want a 60-year-old lady gracing the pages? I'm sure there's a couple out there. Everyone's got their thing. There's a couple. There's people that have foot fetishes. I don't get it. I'm sure there's a 13-year-old that loves a 60-year-old woman. It's there. It's there for the taking. I'm just saying the majority. No. We want our Tyra Banks, okay? We want our Cindy Crawfords. Am I dating myself? Most likely. Oh, I would look forward to that. Oh my God. And then it would be there at the Fred Meyer checkout line, right next to the Time, right next to the U.S. Weekly. And you'd be like, holy shit. It comes in a nicer, glossier pages. And you're like, oh my God, Mom, I don't even want to have a subscription to Sports Illustrated. I don't care. I know it comes every Thursday. I don't want it. I just want this one. This one. Mom, do it for me. I'm an adolescent child. I'm growing. I'm learning. Do I read your Cosmos? Yeah, of course I do. There's great articles in a Cosmo, and there's hot chicks in a Cosmo, and I'm 14. Yes, I'm reading it. Mom, you should be thankful that I'm just reading, okay? Yeah, I read a story that was 4 pages long on how some girl back in college, you know, had a scandalous night. And now she's been searching for that guy forever. Yes, but just do me this one solid, Mom. I'll clean my goddamn room. And trust me, I'm gonna clean my room. If you just buy me this Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition. And then she would, I wrecked those pages. Oh my, yes, this is disgusting. I know, for some people they're like, oh, that's horrible. You are nasty. My mom once bought me on the same day. God, the woman is a saint, okay? Let's just say that. Goddamn saint, okay? She bought me, I don't know how. My mom doesn't drink, so maybe she wasn't all there on the alcohol thing. But she bought me and my brother swimsuit edition Sports Illustrated and a 6-pack of non-alcoholic beer. Because she thought there was absolutely no alcohol. There is a little bit of alcohol, I think. But I remember just sitting at home. I was like, oh, I'm going to crack this O'Doul's because I want to see what... I hated it. The taste of beer was disgusting when you were a kid. I was like, this is the worst idea. Why did we have this idea? Just, you know what? You know what, bro? Let's just cut the... Just cut the swimsuit edition in half. I'll take one half, you take the other half. Because I don't want to be dealing with that after you're gone, you know? Okay, and you don't, and trust me, you don't want to be coming in my room and taking mine. It's going to look like a goddamn CSI crime scene, all right, when I'm done with these pages. I'm 14. What do you want me to do, all right? It's the truth. Getting a porn was the holy grail as a young straight male. Just riding your Huffy all over town looking for those giant blue boxes with holes in them that people recycled magazines and newspapers and just dive in for hours. Like Scrooge McDuck into his coins. Just please, and you pop up, I found one! You pop up like Dawn of the Dead straight through the dirt, just oh, glorious. It would shine. You almost saw like a rainbow shimmer come off of it when you finally found one. I don't know why I'm revealing all this to you, but I'll tell you, which now looking back on this is absolutely disgusting, but I lived next to the train tracks. Yeah, rough kid, you know. And they would always be working on the train tracks, and they would leave their cats there, you know, or like their backhoes or whatever. And I would always go down and try to get in them, see if at night or on the weekend when they weren't there. And I remember I got in one time, and guess what was under the seat? Yep. A 4-year-old, I don't remember what it was, but it was a adult porno magazine. No Playboy on this one. Now looking back on it, it's disgusting that this guy was just probably on company Union Pacific time. But at the time, I did not care. I didn't care. Oh, those 2 pages are sticky. Guess what? Those 2 pages just aren't going to get looked at. I'm going to have to sit around for the next 3 years and wonder what was on that page. What was on page 56 and 57? I'll never know. It was glorious. Thinking back on it now, it's absolutely disgusting. What is wrong with that person? You're just digging out train tracks, replacing railroad ties, and then lunch break. All right, I'll eat this sandwich. I'll drink out of this sweet flask, get my coffee, and then I'm gonna have a good beat. That's disgusting. You're a disgust. What? Oh, it's gross. COVID though, guys, it's still around. It's still happening. It's gonna continue to happen, and I don't think it's going anywhere. Did you? Oh my God! Did you hear? Save it for another time. But some people are saying if you take the shot on the second shot for the vaccine, you might get a fever of 105. Did you hear it here first? Maybe. Am I making it up? No. I saw it on Yahoo. Did I read the article? No. I just saw the headlines. You guys know me. Najee headlines. Get with it. Could happen. Anyways, kids, go dump. Do they even have recycling anymore in those big things? I don't know. Do whatever you want, kids. Watch Twitch for your booby addiction. Just realize how lucky you are. How far times have come. Yeah. Me and other soldiers like myself paved the way for your ease. You don't even know the half of it. All right, I'm going to get up out of here. I'll see you guys next week. It's been fun. It's been real. Check me out on YouTube. Check me out on Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. Let it be known, guys. Send it around. Send me an email if you want. The Misguided Idiot gmail.com. I will see you guys next week's Misguided Idiot podcast. I'm Naj Griffin, changing for legal reasons. I'm going to go daydream about Kathy Ireland. Yeah, bringing it back. Unnecessary roughness. Perfect time. Girl kicked a field goal for Vanderbilt. I wonder where she got that from. Kathy Ireland? Unnecessary roughness? Sinbad? You're welcome. See you guys next week. It's the Misguided Idiot podcast. Adios.